Yo, what the fuck is up, Kyle?
Back from the dead with a brand new video, and in today's video I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of a video that I've done many times, at least once or twice a year, and that is a checkup on TDS. So as you guys know, there's a lot of drama and negativity with TDS, but not just only with TDS but also with Roblox itself, which that whole what I'm talking about, and that has directly pretty much like dropped the player base on a majority of games by probably around 20 to 50% of players. Even though this Roblox drama is not directly hitting TDS, I do have to say TDS, aka Paradoxum and whatnot, have pretty much killed their own game because of just the immensely low player count, especially with the many issues and problems they still haven't done about the game after so many updates. As you guys know, the biggest one was PvP, the summer battle pass, blah blah blah, but mainly just the PvP, which I've dedicated 2 whole videos to, and is still literally one of the worst game modes and literally is killing the entire game altogether. However, Paradox just doesn't seem like they're doing anything about it for some reason. The main reason I wanted to make a video about this was because I was playing Fallen the other day, aka like literally yesterday, and as I pretty much finished, one of the options I got at the end was watching an ad for an astronomical 50 fucking coins for watching an ad. And of course I managed to actually show footage of it. It is crazy. Now that the fact that they're literally stopping getting a lot of money from the TDS live service game, that they have to resort to ads, that is immensely depressing in my opinion. That is pretty damn embarrassing. But let's go ahead and start from the very beginning. Essentially, TDS started to fall down ever since the summer battle pass events released like around a whole month or 2 ago, and obviously this wasn't really received like very positively because honestly this was probably like one of the laziest updates they probably put out in all of the years, because all they did was add in a pretty, I'm just gonna say, a pretty shitty battle pass with a bunch of skins and cosmetics that are honestly really just not that good. I mean, the engineer is the only one that stands out, but everyone else and everything else, it just kind of fucking sucks. And to put more emphasis on the part, or pretty much that the battle pass sucks, they pretty much put a discount on the battle pass, which pretty much lets us know that they're making no money to feed their employees. And then there is the nail in the coffin, the PvP game mode. And after all of the backlash, negativity, and just weeping from people to just fix this game mode, because as you guys know, it is miserable to play it, to grind it for the season pass that is of course temporary for at least another, like, what is it at this point, like 50 to 40 days or something like that, which of course means that we don't have much time left, and with the current state of PvP that is directly killing the game, it's just completely meaningless to even try, because as you guys know, there's no one playing it, around 200 people, so that's already laughably bad. Since if you are on a higher league, like for an example me, Lieutenant or Major League or even General League, the amount of people playing there are slim to none, and the small amount of people that you do play against and lose or win against, you can never play against them ever again because of that whole win trade saga thing. So this literally makes it to where it is completely impossible to complete this without win trading, or at least back then, while right now it is impossible no matter what you do. It is just downright impossible to even progress. And of course, this has been the nail in the coffin for TDS. I actually checked how many players TDX has, and it has less than 1,000 players currently, which is obviously like depressing, but TDS has 5,000. Holy shit. I checked on the Paradox's, I guess, news page, or at least like the part where they're supposed to be working on future updates. It mentions nothing about the PvP game mode, which leads me to 2 possible conclusions. One is that they're testing and experimenting with some new suggestions for the PvP mode, and they don't want to ruin the surprise, or they just don't care about PvP as the second option. They just are leaving it to rot and leaving the rest of us, thousands of players, unable to complete it and get the rewards. which is just so fucking devilish of them to even be doing that stuff. And I hope to God that it's the first part, or at least the first option, where they're testing out suggestion things for PvP and they're just not mentioning it as a surprise, or that they're working on it still. But currently in TDS, there's not a whole lot to do, and the only thing to really want to do is play the PvP game mode to grind. But since it's literally impossible with the low player count and the fact that it's literally miserable to grind, there's no one who wants to even do it, which of course has led to TDS with a very low populated player count and has directly killed the game altogether.